Hi guys, just doing our first IGTV for you all. Not really done one yet, so thought we'd just jump on it, start giving you guys a bit of good content. So the first one we're going to do is just about going into this year with a good positive mindset. How to sort of structure yourself so that you continue with your new resolutions. For example, say you want to start going to the gym more, just sort of give you an idea of how to sort of make it work a bit better, and just how to get a good solid plan of how you're going to go into this year.
Also, just to touch on what Jake just said there, in terms of the IGTVs, this is something that we're going to be doing on a consistent weekly basis. It could be more than one a week, so definitely just keep your eyes peeled on all of this. But just to continue with what Jake was saying there, I wanted to kind of just do this to just sort of put across a message and make people really think. We've gone into a new decade, we're in 2020. Now, a lot of people right now, they're going to have a lot of goals, a lot of New Year's resolutions that they want to achieve. But what can sometimes happen is people generally tend to get overwhelmed with the goals. They're putting so much on themselves, and what generally tends to happen is they might start off well, 2-3 months in, them goals are forgotten about.
See, the thing is, the big mistake that I find a lot of people tend to make is they come to the 1st of January and they're like, right, okay, new year, we're going to start with the resolutions. Whereas what really you should be doing, and of course it's a bit late now, but really what you want to be doing is gradually taking them baby steps to the point where, where you come to the 1st of January, and for the last 3 months beforehand, you've been making them gradual steps to slowly progress to the point of where you want to be. Because unfortunately, if you just try and stop doing something, for example, if someone wanted to stop smoking, it's like, come to the 1st of January, try and stop smoking. Unfortunately, it's not going to last. You slowly just need to cut it out and get to the point where, you're more comfortable and happy.
And as Jake said, if you've got 10 million goals lined up that you're going to start at January, and you're going to go into that all of a sudden, 8-9 times out of 10, you failed already. A lot of people I speak to, they tell me that the new year's not starting till this week. They've not even started going into the new year already with the goals. Now, if this is you and you're doing that already, really think about yourself. If you're putting something off, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Are you actually going to do it tomorrow, or are you going to be in the same position at the end of 2020 being like, what did I actually really achieve, knowing that you failed on what you went into 2020 doing? You want to take this opportunity and really grip the bull by the horns and make this your best year possible.
And to make it possible, you have to make sacrifices in your life, whether it could be something as, it sounds quite bad, but sort of cutting people out of your life, like your friend group. Unfortunately, you are a product of your environment. If you're surrounded by people who are no good for what you want to be doing, unfortunately, you just have to cut them out because they drag you down. You could have friends who go out and they're doing all these things, and you want to concentrate on yourself. You want to be productive, and you want to be, self-developing yourself. But if you're going out with your friends every weekend, going to the pub or doing whatever you're doing, it slows you down in your progress and it puts you off track. So yeah.
I once had a friend, and he's still a very close friend of mine now, what some people might class as a bit of a mentor. And one thing that he said to me that always really stuck out in my head is that if you hang around 4 millionaires, eventually you're going to become the 5th. It's the same principle. Hang around the barbershop long enough, you're eventually going to get a haircut. My point being is that, just as Jake said, very rightly so there, you truly are a product of your environment. So, if you're surrounding yourself with the people who you want to be and the direction you want to go in, that's going to have a positive impact on yourself and massively rub off on you. Whereas obviously the table can turn if you're hanging around with people who all they want to do, they want to go out every weekend, they want to spend the money, they want to, do crazy things, they want to drink all the wages away. unfortunately, as much as them people might be your really good friends, all they're doing essentially is stopping you from being who you truly want to be, and they will drag you down. And as Jake said, sometimes in life you have to make sacrifices. You have to think, what about you? If I don't make this sacrifice right now, what are the consequences going to be to that?
So I feel like, guys, just question yourself. I'm not asking you to do anything dramatic or anything, slowly just take them small steps. Question what you're actually doing in your day-to-day life. Even being more productive, we have people they go to the work, the 9 to 5, feel like they've not got enough time, but actually ask yourself, what are you doing in your spare time when you get home from work? Yeah, have a relax, but you can be doing a bit of something. You can be working on yourself while, you're just chilling out. You just got to make sure that you just put the actions in place to make it happen.
And that's very true. Remember, guys, actions speak louder than words. Now, let's just break it down just on the topic of time, as what Jake's just rightly said there. There's 24 hours in a day. Now, you might be thinking to yourself right now, listening to this, well, yeah, I do want 2020 to be the year for me. I do want to do these things. I want to start my own clothing brand. I want to start my own eBay business. Anything like that, that's going to make you a better person. But then you might be thinking, oh, I've not got time. I've not got this. I've not got that. Well, just think about it for a minute. There's 24 hours in a day. Let's say the average person, let's just say they're working a 9 to 5. Okay, there's 8 hours gone. Let's say you're sleeping for the maximum amount of time that you could possibly do. Let's say 8 hours the average person sleeps for. That's only 16 hours out of them 24 hours gone. So the question we have to really ask ourselves is, what are we doing with them other 8 hours? And when you really start to break that down, you start to realise, hang on a minute, what am I actually doing? Am I just sitting in my comfort zone? Am I not branching out? Am I not really doing what I want to be doing? Am I not taking risks? And when you realise all of that, you really think to yourself, right, I can utilise my time better. And that's what it's all about. Remember, people, fear is the biggest killer of dreams, and it's the biggest thing that holds people back from doing what they really want to do.
So yeah, guys, just sort of take that all in. Just have a little bit of a think to yourself and sort of just try and give yourself a bit more of a direction in life, because I know there's a lot of people out there who sort of feel a little bit lost. They don't really know, what they want to do, and that's fine, but just remember, there's always someone out there like us that can really, give you a bit more of a clear direction, and we're always here to help. If you want, give us a message, we'll always reply. So yeah, hopefully, guys, you can see where we're going with this. Any questions or anything, just give us a message and we'll always reply to you.
And just on a final note before we go, just remember, we are now in 2020. We've gone into the digital decade. No longer are we living in 1995, where we have to follow the conventional way of living, where there wasn't any other options. It's only due to people's belief systems and what's been indoctrinated from an early age that we are in this mindset where we have to have a job, we have to do this, we have to do that. No, you can break out of the conventional cycle. As Jake said, we're always on hand. Anyone wants to ask anything, whether that be advice on life, the services that we offer, anything like that, just drop us a DM and we'll be happy to get back to you all. On that note, keep your eyes peeled for more IGTVs on a weekly basis. We've also got the podcast that we've just launched.
Look out for the podcast, guys.
Yep,
coming soon.
Very, very exciting times. So guys, we will see you all next time on the next IGTV. Take care for now, guys.
See you guys.